Today is a fantastic Thursday. How y'all doing? Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what I just did. So I just did some concealer and a little powder just now because when I got ready this morning, I didn't do all of that. But for the live, I wanted to do that. And I used this cucumber spray like a what do you call it? I used it as a finisher to my cream and to my powder on my face. But you know what? I know that it's a lot toxic because it choked me. It did. Like my nose started running, and it really feels like when somebody sprays something really toxic, like that spray called Awesome, that my body just hates. That's just what happened behind the cucumber spray. So it's just got a lot of, in my opinion, just got a lot of bad stuff in it. Hey guys, hello, happy Thursday. How y'all doing? Y'all come on in and have a seat, honey. There have been some folks calling me. They can't get through because I've silenced the calls. There's been a lot going on. I've been observing a lot. Got a lot to talk about. All right, y'all come on in. And you, subscribers, supporters, and content creators. It's a wonderful day. I've been doing a lot of business. I got all these papers right here. So fill out right here on this side, and then there's a lot going on, y'all. It's a lot of moving and shaking. Got lots of papers going on this side. And I have my H2O. I have my glasses. And I have me some strawberries and some berries and things for what do I have this for? I have this for hydration. Instead of drinking so much water, you just eat your fruits. So y'all come on in. I'm going to sit back and relax for a minute and wait for y'all to get in here. Moderators, I know it's a lot of life going on. Good morning, y'all. Please hit and like. Thank you so much, Sugar. How are you doing this morning, WV? I got my iPad over here just in case I want to go to that video I saw this morning. Thank you for the hearts. Good morning. I know Trinaya just called me, but I was about to hit the live button. And Trinaya, if you call me boo, I will take it off of silence calls when I end the live and we can talk. There's another phone call from a 627 person. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Good morning. Oh, that's okay, baby. That's okay. Oh my God, I just got a phone call through here. That was horrible. And it's on silence calls. Hey Nick, how you doing? Girl, it's giving blue today, girl. We got blue going on. Y'all know blue is my favorite color. It's almost like a blue purple. What's up, y'all? Good morning, good morning. Girl, we're gonna talk about Evelyn this morning. First of all, before we go there, because we are going. Okay. Can y'all hear me still? Because somebody keep calling. It's my brother. He keep calling me. I don't know what he calling me for. Stop calling me. I get back with him. I don't understand how he's calling, though, because I silence the calls. Hey, Nathan. How you doing? Can y'all hear me? I have on a blue shirt, too, lighter than yours. Oh, girl. Great minds think alike, girl. Happy Thursday. It's so much beautifulness going on. I just want to talk to y'all because are y'all cortisol levels down? And are you guys okay? And in spite of everything that's going on in this world, like I listened to Don Lemon. Hey, Adele. Hey, y'all. Hello, sweetness. Sometimes if I don't, so I'm looking at me and then I'm looking at the words. So I do a little bit of both. But I've been listening to the Don Lemon and of course the Roland Martin, of course. A little bit of MSNBC, just a little bit, not much, not good, you know. I keep those portions down, you know what I mean? It's a little down. And I'm in a whole lot of TikTok. It's giving a whole lot of TikTok. Hold on, y'all. 'Cause this is what happens when I spray something that's a whole lot toxic. Just mucus just start running. I'm sorry to say that because that is very nasty. But that cucumber spray, I'm done with it. And Monet did say that she liked it. But it's a wonderful moisturizer. I don't know if y'all could tell, but it's a wonderful moisturizer. But I don't like all this stuff that I hear because I didn't realize that I said, why am I coughing? And then I didn't think, what did you just do, Cheryl? So I sprayed the spray. But good morning. Hey, Mr. Lou. Sorry, y'all. One more day till Friday. But Evelyn got to go. The orange face Evelyn. When I heard this journalist this morning, fantastic journalist, awesome guy, Don Lemon had him on his show. When I heard him say that the orange face that, what do you call him? Commander in chief reminds him of Evelyn. And I'm just asking y'all this morning, anybody got any water? Does anybody, what's up, the one? Does anybody, somebody just pulled up in my driveway. Does anybody have any water? It's at this point, the water is coming. Now, see, I don't know if y'all got water, but I got water. And it's a lot of people that have water. And the water is coming. Nick said, I do. Okay, the water is coming because Evelyn with her, no, Evelyn with his orange face, ugly self is going to get watered down. That's what's going to happen. And I know y'all might be saying, Cheryl Grabowski, why are you saying this? I was listening to Don Lemon say today, oh, she got the keys. All right, she's pulling off with the car. Okay, good. I heard Don Lemon say today, he said, you know, we are screwed. Don says that we are screwed. My thing is, y'all, can y'all share the live and let other people know? Girl, I ain't even talking about Musty. I ain't talking about Elantra. I'm not talking about the Elantra. I'm talking about the orange one. But Don Lemon was saying today that we are screwed. Who is that? Is that the lady with gray hair? Jesus. That we are screwed. And, oh, you say you know it. Excuse me. Let me clear my throat real good one time. Hold on. I think that's it. So Don says that we are screwed. We are screwed. So, but Don, listen. All we gonna take the lickings, but we gonna keep on ticking. Don, that's what's gonna happen. Cause I guess Don is talking about the 401ks. You know, I don't have a 401k. You know what I'm saying? I've been self-employed my whole life, so I don't have the 401k. I've never had that type of security. You know, I was always raising my kids, making money, doing what I had to do, paying bills. So I don't have that. And for you guys that have that, you know, it's not fair that the money that you put up, somebody else just automatically, honey, folks just calling this phone, they can't get through. I'm glad the screen is not going dark though. But these people just automatically feel like that they could take your money and do what they want to with it because they are very entitled and they don't have empathy. Now, I have never in my life, that Corey man that spoke the other day, I've never in my life heard so many people talk about empathy. You know what I'm saying? That's what we are all about over here. You know, I came into the YouTube streets doing a lot of talking about, you know, pain, trauma, old stuff, unresolved issues, talked about empathy and empaths. It baffles me, like it baffles me that you can have people who are college educated. I mean, has taken the time and the money and the resources to go to, what's up, Misty? To go to universities and to learn information about their craft that they're going to do, whatever they're going to do to make money. People with brain power, people that are smart and people that, you know, have intelligence. But these things, Lord, my leg, I hate this chair. Hold on, y'all. I hate this chair. Let me pull y'all a little closer because I am uncomfortable real bad. Okay, is that better? I think that's better. So yeah, people that, I mean, people like you. people like you and me that have majored on the 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 essential things or the important things, but it's stuff like a lack of empathy is destroying our country. My son said, I told Monet the other day, I said, I got 4 children, I don't have one empath. Let me say that again. I got 4 children, I don't have not one empath. And my middle son said, what is that? And I said, see, he's 33. He doesn't know what an empath is. The empath is like, even though lots of us don't know what it is, right? We've learned about the narcissism, right? But what's destroying our country is the lack of the empathy. Do you see what I'm saying? That man got up there and he spoke for 25, 26 hours. And it was all about he cares. That people are being hurt because you got other people who want more and more and more and more and more and more. And they don't care, like they can't be satisfied. Like I personally don't understand that. Because if I had if I had a good amount of money and I knew that my bills are paid, like I got enough money where I don't even have to worry about paying a bill. And that the next decision that I make, 25 hours, the next decision that I make may impact people who have way less than me, not just impact them, but hurt them gravely to the point where they might lose the small percentage of what they have. And I have a huge percentage, but because I have the ability to make a whole lot of money, then my lack of that empathy that I don't have, that I need actually, I'm going to make a decision for me to have more and more and more and more, because I have an insatiable need. I'm greedy. And the only thing that satisfies me is having more. And on top of that, my lack of empathy for you, like, I don't want you to be happy. I don't want you to have good days. I don't want you to mess around and find generational wealth for you and your children. Matter of fact, when I take from you and then I see you hurting, that's gonna make me feel good. Because I don't have the empathy. Matter of fact, your pain equals my pleasure. And it's so crazy because a lot of people still don't really understand that. They don't understand it. So the journalist said this morning, he said, it's just like that orange person is evil Lynn. You know what I'm saying? It's evil Lynn. And we the people are like those gremlin things. You know? And so the Republicans, the wicked West Republicans, are that too. They are that too. They don't have the empathy. They're only concerned about ingesting and just eating up as much wealth as they can while inflicting pain. I don't want y'all to get it twisted. I just want y'all to understand, listen, it's a twofold cord. Not a threefold cord, but it's a twofold cord, meaning that they're positioning themselves for an astronomical amount of wealth at the same time they're inflicting pain. So our problem is 2025, we didn't realize how important empathy is. Washington without empathy, but this is the thing though, because Evelyn gonna get some water. Evil Lynn is going to get some water, and Washington does have empaths. Corey is one. Oh my God. When he began to talk, and then the amount of time that he talked about people going through and suffering, feeling bad, what they were lacking, what's going to happen. He cries because of the people's pain. And he also cried because me too, for knowing that you have people in this world that are wrapped in flesh and blood that are that cold and do not care. They do not care. I care. And Evil Lynn is going to get rained on. I don't care what it looks like. Don't care what it tastes like. I don't even care what it sounds like. I don't care what it's like. I don't care what's going on today. Mm-mm. I don't care. I don't. It's not going to last. And Evil Lynn is going to get rained on real bad. For now, so now you have the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful people like Corey who are talking about mental health and who are talking about the lack of the empathy. I mean, really, if you think about it, it had to happen in Washington, right? Because this is where all the laws and stuff are made. That's where everything, that's the central part of our United States and basically of our world. So it needed to, nothing really happens until it happens to the people that make those kinds of decisions. And so now it's happened to them. When you think about it, justices that are being fired, head of the different departments in the government being fired, in the military being fired, lawyers, district attorneys being out of a job. We're talking about the highest level in our society being undermined, being pointed at, being talked about. You gotta go. You gotta go because of this group of people without the empathy are breaking all the rules. They're breaking all the rules. They are lawless. They are lawless. They're breaking all the rules. They're lawless. They don't obey the rules anyway. That's why they don't pay taxes. What do you mean? What do you mean you want to see my taxes? No. No, you're not going to see my taxes. Who are you? You're nobody. You're nothing. No. You're not going to see my taxes. No. Lawless. And you got a bunch of people that says, I don't care if this person is lawless. I don't care if this person is lawless. This person cares about what I fear the most. What I fear the most. So because this person cares about what I fear the most, then I don't care what this person does, because this person is going to make sure that I survive. I need y'all to share the lives because more people need to hear. And the views are going down. So I don't care where you share it to. Share it to your phone, text message it, just share it. Just keep sharing it. Sharing, like I got 10 people on the live. If all of y'all share it 10 times, then we'll get some people in here. But that's what it's going to take. Okay, so they don't care. Um, yeah, Evelyn is gonna get watered on. I, you know, I mean, I laugh because I live my life this way. Literally, part of some of the things that, it's one of the things that I say when I look through, when I look down the pipe. I'm a look down the pipe type person. When I look into chapters beyond the chapter that I'm in. Thank y'all. Y'all keep sharing the live. Share it, share it, share it. Share the link. Send it to your mama, your cousin, your friend. Send it because I don't have to strive with YouTube. Y'all really can help me out. I don't need, But so when I'm that tunnel, look down the tunnel type person, look through the pages of time, look beyond what I see type person, right? That's why when people speak against me, I don't care about that because I'm the type of person where whatever I want, that's what's gonna happen. Do you see what I'm saying? That's me. So when I look through the pages of time, evil Lynn is going to be rained on. But all of the lessons that are learned while evil Lynn is being rained on, we need them. We need these lessons. Washington needs these lessons. Journalists need these lessons. And these people who are, the views are going down, y'all. Y'all share the live, share the live, share the live. The people who are afraid that brown people are going to do bad things to them. That's a projection. Everybody is saying it. Is saying this. Everybody who's anybody is saying this. That is a projection. Meaning that the reason why they are afraid of brown people, and that the brown people are going to do bad things to them is because that is what they want to do to the brown people. It's not the brown people at all. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked coming from the world of introspection that more people, hold on, more people that is this color without the blue are just that type of mentally ill. I'm shocked. And that kind of unintelligent, don't have no therapy, no nothing about the inner world and psychology. I am shocked that they don't understand that it's not the brown people, it is them. It's them. It's projection. Sometimes you can be talking to a person and they be laying you out. But it's them, or they are accusing you of something. It's them, not you. And that's what they are doing. That is what they are doing. I just sit back like every day. I just sit back and I just shake my head. I shake my head so bad because this is elemental. This is not even something that is very complicated to understand at all, honey, at all. You don't need a PhD for this. I don't have a PhD. I know all of what's going on. This is unresolved issues. Like we talk about here on my channel. This is unresolved. What is unresolved, Cheryl? What do you mean by unresolved? This is unresolved. This is these people saying that you guys are terrible, you are bad, and you're trying to unalive us, and actually it's them. It is them. Now, Roland Martin had a guest today. I thought it was the funniest thing. I started laughing real hard because Roland is a Scorpio like me. Boy, my phone is being called, baby. Ooh, Lord, this phone is being called. Roland Martin is a Scorpio like me. So Roland Martin was saying, um, he ain't thinking about MAGA. He don't want to have nothing to do with MAGA. He's not interested in MAGA. He despises them, and MAGA can go to hell. Those are, I'm quoting Roland. That's exactly what he said. And the guest of his was an African American man, and he was talking about African American people and how we are empathetic people and how we give people a second chance and how we forgive. That's what he was saying. And Roland says no. Roland says no. I won't forgive you. I'm not going to give you a second chance. I'm done with you, and you can go to hell. That's what Roland said. Because he said he's petty like that. But I listened to Roland, and I'm kind of conflicted in a way, because I know that the narcissist and the psychopath can't change. Hey, cool cat. I know that they can't. See what I'm saying? I know that if you give them, if they be taken down and you give them another chance, they'll come back and do what they did the first time. I know that. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm conflicted in a way. But Roland is right. And what the black man said too was right. Y'all, thank you for the shares. Thank you. Was right. Because we are empathetic people. We are the most loving, empathetic, understanding, give you a second chance type thing. Never let a snake bite you twice. Yes. So we are that. But what did I think I asked you guys before? What did I ask you? I said, when the time is, I said to you guys, when the time comes, and it will come, it will. And you've dealt with, thank you, Monique. Hey, girl. You've dealt with you've identified the snake. You know that it's a snake when the time comes, right? And the snake is subdued. Then the snake says to you, because the time is coming. You know, we're going to go and look in, because on here on this channel, we're going to look at the next phase. When the snake say, well, I'm sorry. I really didn't mean to do that. Then what do we do? What do we do? What is our job? When the snake says, oh, I didn't mean to bite you. I kind of lost my identity. I didn't even realize I'm a snake. So when the snake says that to you, then what do you do? What we're doing is that we're going to behead the snake. Yeah. We're going to put him where he belongs. We're going to take our footnotes. We'll take real good notes. And we're going to understand that this snake, like the narcissist and the psychopath, cannot change. They can't change. So, therefore, we will not allow our empathy to put us back in the same position that we were initially. When the time comes. Because they're going to do it again. Do you see what I'm saying? So empathy is the issue. It's not the narcissism today. We're not focusing on the psychopath and the narcissist. I'm going to focus on you, because I've been focusing on me. Empathy is the issue. Now, does the world need empathy? Yes. Does Cheryl Grabowski need empathy? Yes. Do you need it? Yes. But can empathy be a problem? Yes. Vonnie. That's true. Empathy is a problem. Somehow, some way, we forget that person, that group of people, or that CEO, or that commander in chief. We forget. Sometimes we forget about what the senator or the congressman, what they said and what they wanted and what they did. We forget. I don't want you guys to forget. No forgetting. I want you to, this is the thing. I need y'all to get y'all empathy under control. I know the only reason why I say this because true empaths have a problem with this. They have an issue with this. Okay? There are lots of people, empaths, that are buried over there on the top of the hill where they got buried premature. Their empathy ended their existence on the planet because they did not use their self-preservation and their God sense. And you might like to say, Cheryl Grabowski, what you mean by God sense? Oh my God. Whew. About to get a strong download. God wishes above all things that you live out your days and to have a good earth experience. There's a narcissist or a psychopath over there, and they want to take everything. What's up, Mr. Top? They want to take everything that you have. They want to end your existence. They want to cause you to suffer. They want to cause pain in your life. They'll take from you. They don't have a problem. Matter of fact, their focus is on you, to exploit you and to take what you have. You understand? That is their intention. But with words, almost words of a soothsayer, they'll pretend to, they'll say, oh, well, I'm looking for $2 trillion that the fraudsters in the federal government have. And then when I find it, I'm going to give it back to you. But at the all the while, they are giving $1 billion to their friends. Well, why don't you just give me the billions that you gave to your buddy who's already hundreds of billions? Seem like to me that if you just take 4 or 5 billions and give it to us, it will help us out. But you're leading me with a promise, or you're tricking me with a promise. Seems like to me you would do that instead of promising me something future-wise, but all the time you're stealing from me. You're stealing from me. And you're doing it with a tone. You're literally using the, what's up, Sizemore? Thank you for all the shares. Y'all keep share. Sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. I've been thinking how we going to get out this rut. That's how we going to get out. It's the shares. So, yeah. You're trying to trick me. Listen. The narcissist and the psychopath, oh my God. They are without empathy. They don't think with it. They don't lead with it. They don't consider with it. They don't have it. And they don't care about it. They don't care. They don't. I did not realize, look at that, isn't that beautiful? I did not realize that over 100,000 people have been fired in such a small amount of time, within 3 months. What's up, Chris? Mm. Mr. Top No Drop, I did not realize that. If you would take all of the fear, the emotional pain, the panic, and all of the negative feelings that these 100,000 people are feeling and put it in a vase, the people on this live in good conscience, could you really make that decision to hurt that many people? What's up, Chris? Could you really do that? So somebody told me that Elantra, y'all share. Don't forget to share. Somebody told me that Elantra had stepped down from the doggy. Elantra stepped down from the doggy. You're not doggying anymore? Why not? Why are you not doggying? It's because your money start looking funny? Well, what about the salary or the salaries of the 100,000? So you get on television and you shed a tear behind your billions? What about the 100,000s? Yes, I remember, Nick. What about those people? Because while you, sir, still could live anywhere you want to live, still drive anything you want to drive, you still can vacation, you still eat what you want, you wear, you go what you want, you still can do that. But when you take somebody's salary and they're the husband of the family with a wife and children, or maybe adult children or whatever, maybe they have a career and now they're older, they were getting close to retiring and chilling, having their money put into the system and all of that. And that's what they have. Those are their cards. So you could possibly change everything about their earth experience in the decision that you made, when meanwhile you still have enough money to do everything that you've ever done. And while you're doing this stuff, while you were doing it, you were doing it with a smile on your face and with a chainsaw. Vroom. Empathy is the problem. The lack of empathy on their part. But when it's time, I just cannot. I can't. Because Roland said the same. He said this, but not in the way that I'm saying it. I'm saying right now to y'all, when the set time comes, and I don't care what you hear, this is so. My mama used to say, she said, sure, I've always been a sucker for a sad story. And I said, Mama, she said, that's how I was with your daddy. She said, I felt sorry for him. That's what she said. But when the time comes for you empaths, I'm telling y'all right now, get yourself together. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care. You will not allow this thing. Somebody say, well, I can hear somebody right now. Well, Cheryl, everybody, people, this is the empath. I could feel y'all brain. Cheryl, people change. I told you that they are not going to change. And even when it looks like they are going to change, it is a manipulation. When he sat on stage and it looked like he his eyes got watery behind the dealerships being caught on fire and the people strongly disliking this person. Then all of a sudden this person has feelings. Guess what those feelings were about? What's up, Greg? What's up, Alex? Those feelings were about him and his investments and his stuff. Feelings wasn't about the people. Those emotions were all about him. They were not for them, for others. No. This person says, I want to fix the economy, but we didn't ask you to. It's not your economy. You're not even from here. How dare you? The narcissism. You're thinking above yourself more highly than you ought. You have been measured by so many people that worship the dollar. That's how you got into your position. But there are other people like me that don't value money in that way. Or else Cheryl Grabowski would still be in the church, charging 3, sometimes 5, maybe even 10. Could have got even big enough to charge $20,000 for a service or a revival, if money meant that much to me, because I'm still good at it. There are some people, sir, that don't care anything about your billions. I mean, we just say, oh my God, I wonder what that would be like. But we don't fall down and worship you because you have billions of dollars in your bank account. Are you crazy? Your moral GPS is that of a robot. You have none. We can see that with 14 children and 5 baby mamas. This administration is shameful. People can talk about Muslims all they like. This is something that I'm learning now. Hey, Killa. How you doing? People can talk about Muslims all they like, but they are some upstanding people. And they seem to be a lot more empathetic than us. Not the extreme ones now that like to dismember body parts, not them. But the other ones. America. How have we allowed this to happen on our watch? We can't get Michelle Obama to say one word. I feel like I feel her right now, real bad. And I didn't necessarily before, but I do now. We can't get her to say one word because she was looking at the cliff. There was a cliff that she saw. And all of us were standing on the edge of the cliff. All of us were. And she was saying that if you don't stop this person, you guys are already on the cliff. People are going to fall over. That's what she was saying. There's something so awesome, I'm realizing, about certain black women. And we should have listened to her. What's up, Nard in the building? How you doing? What's up, Mr. Man? Hey, Daisy. How y'all doing? Nice to see y'all this morning. Nice to see y'all this morning. I've been having a lot going on. And I'm so settled in my spirit, very optimistic. And because of what's happening in the country and so many things are going crazy, I've been doing deep dives, as y'all probably noticed. I've been in my Scorpioism spiritually. You know what I mean? So when the time comes, no empathy. We People are saying that we African American people, it's true though. It is true. We're very forgiving. It's almost like it's our blessing and our curse at the same time. Yes, us lovely Scorpios. It's our blessing and our curse at the same time. I'm telling y'all, as a Scorpio girl and as a black woman, the empathy we must control. Gotta control it. Because you know what? That's what I'm saying. Everybody, it's almost like, and I want to say too, salute to our Caucasian brothers and sisters. Those are the ones that do have empathy. Salute to you. Because they are standing up to the powers that be. They know that this lack of empathy, and they also know and are ashamed that their kinfolk despise us so much. Meanwhile, they know the intelligence, the godliness, the strength, and all of the good stuff that lies within our DNA. They know. How in the world do people with any person with their right mind do not understand how much the black race and what we have contributed to this world? Are you crazy? It's the knowing for me. I have never, what's up, Eric? I've never been so proud to be a black woman in all of my days. I feel like the reason why I don't watch TV so much because what's going on, but I've been spending time, thinking and feeling the elders. I'm on board with any white person who understands that we were first here in this world. Let the truth be the truth. Let a lie be a lie. We were chosen from day one. There's a lot that's inside of our DNA. A lot of us have tapped into it. Some of us have not. But I would say to every black person, please tap into it. It's a shame before God. It's a shame that people would rather burn this world down than to acknowledge that the black man and the black woman were first here in this world. When it comes to America, we were here too. The white people say it too. We were already here. Christopher Columbus did not discover America. It is not true. It is a lie. And it's okay that he did not discover America. But what's not okay is that the story be contorted and lied, and the lie was told. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Timothy, those are Americanized names to Hebrew people. Why? Why? Why you just couldn't call them by their name? Yeshua. Yeshua, who is that? The character in the Bible, Yeshua, who is that? Who is Yeshua? King James renamed Yeshua as J-E-S-U-S, Jesus. Why change Yeshua's name? Why change Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Timothy? Paul. What else have you translated? Right now in our country, they are erasing. All of this is done with a pen. The pen was a weapon back then. The pen is a weapon now. You're erasing history. Hey, trucker's wife, why? Why can't you just tell the truth? What's wrong with it? What's wrong with the truth? You write yourself into power. Black history starts when we are in chains. That is not our beginning. Black history starts in chains and in boats. Why? I am so proud to be a black woman today. Prouder than I was yesterday and the day before. Prouder than every year that I've ever lived or existed. Prouder. Oh, you go through so much trouble to make me think something other than what's true about myself and my ancestors. Hey, Barbara. You go through so much trouble. Even now, it's almost like this is the final curtain. Something about now, something about 2025, something about now. Why now? Why now do you try again to erase? You're not going to tell the story opposite of what it is now. You're not going to flip the characters. You're just going to erase like it never happened. Sounds so desperate. Yeshua. Oh, Yeshua. I like that name. Power's in the truth. Many fear that, Miss Cheryl. Well, the cat's out of the bag. Cheryl found out. The knowledge has turned me from a caterpillar to a butterfly. It's in every cell in my body. It's through my entire DNA. That which I feel, the truth. Why now? Why 2025? Why now? So desperate to erase the truth. So I would say, guys, that our country and our world, because this is a world channel, very much a world channel. You got all the players on the board. Y'all know we talk about the church, they're on the board. We're talking about the country, they're on the board. We're talking about the world at large, the world stage. All of the players are in action right now. We all know the truth. When you talk about Putin opening up his museum to let the photographers come in and look at the photos of the Moors, all the black kings and queens, where the countries like Europe and those countries over there that stole the jewels, the wealth, you guys have always, they have always hoarded our stuff. Because of why? Somebody put it in the chat. How did they take our stuff? It's one way that they took it. What's happening now? Why is it happening? It's for one reason. Does anybody know? How can they come upon us, take our people, take our jewels, take over the land, unalive our children, our men? One way. It's empathy. No, they have greed and manipulation, yes. It's not, hey, road girl, I've been thinking about you. this morning. It's one way that they did it. We gave them riches, yes. But how were they able to do it? Why? How are they able to do it? It's our empathy, guys. Somebody said, Cheryl Grabowski, black people own slaves. Okay. But how did they treat them? How did they treat slaves? You can call them slaves, you know? But how did they treat them? They didn't gullible weapons of mass destruction. They did not treat them the way that the white people did once they got us over here. Oh my God. Why? Do y'all think that narcissism just started? Do you think mental illness is like being a psychopath is new? It's not new. It's not new. No. To some of the things that we've heard about that were done to black and brown people, some of us are so, like in a million years, like we could never do those things. Why? Why can't you do it? They bamboozled the ones they tricked, yes. But why can't we do those things that they did to us? Why can't we do it? Those are taught things, Miss Cheryl. But why can't they do it? Why can't we do what they've done to us? And why don't we think the way that they do? Can somebody answer that for me? Why don't we think the way they do? Why don't we think to do those things to them that they did to us? When vanity and envy and manipulation, when the African American people did fight back, yeah, that's it. We're loving people. It's the empathy. That's why. That's why I'm telling y'all to look at this empathy as it's like a coin. Every coin has two sides. On one side, we're loving, yes. We need to always be that. We're always going to be that. But I'm saying, what do you do with that empathy side? What do you do? Because it has crippled us at the same time. All of this has happened simultaneously at the same time. I had a whole glitch right then. My brain said, no, no. It's happening at the same time. Because it's in God's hands, Miss Cheryl. Listen what I'm saying, Nard. The empathy that we have is a blessing. It's spiritual, it's heavenly, it's awesome. That's what the world needs. I'm saying to you guys, we've got to know how to manage that empathy and only extend it to the ones that it need to be extended to. And that has been our downfall. What's up, Seneca? I'm sorry I missed your birthday. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to keep saying this because at the top of the live, I talked about empathy being the problem. Washington right now is struggling with it, right? But at the same time, we, as most of us African-American people, we have it. But when it's time to shut it off, we're going to have to do that. Okay? Because when those people say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that, I didn't know that it was going to go that way, I didn't think that it was going to be that bad. When they say that, we've got to know, we got to turn a deaf ear. I always felt the Titanic was God's revenge. He took away by the thousands. Wow. That's all I'm saying. When it's time, don't y'all forget. I don't want to hear no empath sitting around saying, Oh, well, Cheryl, they look so pitiful. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. They did their crime. They got to pay their time. Um, oh my God. A blessed afternoon to you, Miss Cheryl. What I wanted to say this, okay, forgiveness is the key. Do everything. We are black people. We have been together. The word of God said we must forgive. I do not care what it says. That's a person who wrote. That's a person who wants to do anything to you, and then they want you to let them. I don't want that. That's not nature. It's not the natural course. We all have consequence. If you sit around and abuse your body, then your health declines. That is the consequence. Most of the time, if you be good to others, you be nice to people, then most of the time they'll reciprocate. I'm talking about narcissists and psychopaths. You do not. You do not entertain them, and you do not forgive them. It was probably a narcissist or a psychopath that wrote that, to be honest with you. My observation of life is that you do not. That's my observation. You understand? And I'm 54. You do not. If that's all the person has to do, the one that wants to destroy you, and that's all that you have, is to say that, Cheryl, I read in a literature that I must forgive them, then they have ensnared you with the writing. And you do not care about yourself. You do not. I can't get y'all to, for some reason, I can't get y'all to see that. If they would change the names of the characters in the book, then they would write in there for you to forgive them, no matter what they do to you. I can't get y'all to see that. I don't understand why you can't see it. Is it the promise of going to another planet other than the one that you obviously are on, because you don't know of another one? That's a promise. But where did the promise come from? It came from literature. Well, can you authenticate that it's real, or even that anybody wrote it? No, you can't. Well, why does it stick to you like glue? I know why. Because you're afraid. It's fear. You're intimidated by that. You're scared. You're scared. That's why. Because it doesn't make sense. It's simple as 1, 2, 3. If somebody is hurting you, then you get away from them. Simple as that. Or you perish. It's, I mean, it's simple as that. You know, the psychopath knows that. They laugh. They literally laugh at y'all when you say things like that. When you say, oh, well, the Bible says that I have to forgive. Then you know what they say? I'm going to do this to you 50 more times. because obviously you don't have good sense. That's what they're saying to you. Hmm. That's what they're saying. And that if you really cared about yourself, you wouldn't allow it. You wouldn't allow somebody to just hurt you. Because one day you go to a place that you can't verify. That don't make sense. Does it? Does that make sense to you? Hmm? Does it? I'm not saying that you gotta love the person, even though your Bible tells you to do that too. Love your enemy and pray for them ones, the ones that put you in the bottom of the boat, the ones that feed your baby to alligators. Pray for them. The ones that send your children to other plantations. Pray for them. Hmm. The ones that take your jobs. The ones that erase your history. Pray for them. Don't hold no consequence against them. Mm-mm. Just put up with everything they do to you. Hmm. The psychopath laughs. I would too. I would too. If you couldn't figure that out through just living and observing. That why would they stop if you don't stop them? Why would a person stop hurting you if they knew that you were just a doormat? They knew that you were a religious fanatic, that you can't even think on your own. This is so many answers to those questions. Only God knows. Bless up everyone. Hmm. And it's not even, God doesn't need anything from us. God doesn't need anything from us. We're humans, and we're having an earth experience. And there are so many questions asked, and lots of people are afraid to ask them because they feel like that they went to church and found the answers. And of course, you know that those are not the answers because, I mean, after you grow up and you became an adult, you was like, that don't work. That does not work. Evelyn is going to get the water. Y'all wait and see. Watch and see. That's exactly going to happen. It's not even going to take long. It's not. But while all of this is going on, like I said, Washington has some of the smartest people in the world. And yet and still all of this happened on their watch. All of this happened on their watch. Mm-mm. This kind of person in the comment section, you remind me of the young lady that I met not too long ago. Good morning. And she said she doesn't, she's not focusing on anything that's going on in Washington. Um, I'm doing good because it's been written, and she knows that her savior is coming back to end everything. Well, this is a challenging idea for her. Um, Chaos and confusion is not going on all over the planet. Some people in some countries are living their best life by the ocean. They eat good food, they drink coconut water, they are healthy, they absorb the sun, they have community, the weather is great, they are living beautiful lives. But it's something about our trauma. When we are experiencing trauma, we want an invisible Savior God to come get us out of the situation. Instead of us knowing and hoping and acting and making choices to get our own self out. This is a beautiful earth that we have. It's the only one that we've ever lived on that we know of. And this earth was given to us as our home. There's nothing wrong with this earth but a lack of empathy. When you do not have, what's up, the great debater? When you do not have empathy, you cannot have love. And when you cannot have love, then you won't care anything about your neighbor and nobody else. This world is not contaminated. It's not a bad place. This world needs empathy, and empaths need to be in charge. I told my daughter the other day, I said, Monet, listen, if empaths, some of y'all work for empaths, some of y'all are married to empaths, some of y'all have empathic relatives, and some of y'all have empathic friends. And when you are around an empath, things are good. They're not perfect, but they good. If you need an inspiring word, they got it. If you need to be lent some money, they'll lend it to you. If you, whatever you need, their empathy allows them to have love for you, and they are willing to be there for you. The only thing that this world needs is empaths in leadership. That's it. We would have a different world and we would have a different planet. But because we have been brainwashed to believe that this world is a bad place and that if we suffer here, we could go to another place. We've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed out of your earth experience. This is a beautiful planet for a lot of people. They've had wonderful lives. Everybody's not had trauma. Do y'all know that? There are some people who have not suffered. They've not. They've had a wonderful experience. They might not be the richest person in the world, but they're around other wonderful people. And they love it. They live to be old. They thank God at the end. And they give up the ghost and they go into the spirit world. I just don't understand why everybody has to believe in a doomsday situation. It don't have to be that. It does not have to be that. It doesn't. I'm just saying. I mean, me now at 54, I live alone. I have it my way here. There's no mean husband being mean to me. There's nobody making me cook no dinner or do anything that I don't want to do. I'm living a peaceful life, having a wonderful experience. Life is great, even with what's going on in Washington. Life is great. It really is. Yeah. A lot of y'all be speaking out of y'all's trauma. The Bible is full of trauma. It's just, I mean, your brain is sick. I mean, at the end of the day, that's all it is. And Washington is too. But when I'm telling you, just in case you've never heard this before, thank you, Levi. When empaths get in position, and they are getting in position, because we know now, don't you vote narcissists in charge. Don't do it, because you're going to suffer. They do not, and they don't have empathy for others. They don't. So you can't do that. You can't. You can't. I don't care what they have. I don't care what kind of degrees. I don't care about any of that. They are not allowed to be in charge of what's good for the people, because it's never what's good for people. It's what's good for them. They are selfish, like a lot of these pastors And like that Bible is very narcissistic. See, that's what's wrong with the world, really, is religion. It all goes hand in hand, really. Because, you know, I mean, the Bible tells us that black people are cursed. And, you know, black people fight for it all day. Same Bible tell you to obey your master. And it say you can be beat, but not, don't kill you. Same book. The same book that y'all fight for. The same person that put them chains on y'all feet gave you that same book. See what I'm saying? And I do not understand why you guys don't see that. It's because you're brainwashed, really. The pathways in your brain are messed up because you've been indoctrinated as a child. And because you went to church and you were taught this information, and there were instruments played while your emotions are being manipulated. And then you've been fed this information as it is true, and a lot of it's not. That colonizing book is not true. It is the most divisive thing ever, and God is not, almost has nothing to do with it at all, and that's the truth. So for some of y'all who just heard that for the first time, I understand. I used to be an indoctrinated Christian too. I did. And I thought that the Bible was God's inspired word, and it's not. It's the colonizers, because they're narcissistic, so they believe that they are God. They believe that, you know, firing 100,000 people in 3 months is cool too. I mean, that's what narcissists do. They grandiosity, you know, and that's why a lot of narcissists are attracted to the church, because that Bible is narcissistic. You know what I mean? So it resonates with them. And that mean and vengeful God, yeah, it all, you know, it resonates. So, in my opinion, religion, I don't feel like it need to be done away with, but I feel like now young people, because they're so smart. I've never, boy, I tell you, these young people, I'm saying anywhere from the age of 26 to 45, honey, baby, they are so, and they're not going for it. They're not. They're not. You're not going to get them and indoctrinate them, because they see through it from the beginning. I wish I'd have been that way. I really do. But I went in there and I learned, because that's what I needed to do. And I do what I do now. So anyway, the evil ain't going to get dealt with. The narcissist politician, the narcissist pastor, they all going to get dealt with. They're going to be dealt with. And this world ain't going nowhere. There is no end to this world. I don't know why people preach that message for 50 years, and they live to be, say for instance, they live to be 75 years old. Then around 65, they get to preaching it real hard then, because they headed toward the grave. And since they headed toward the grave, they want to put everybody else there. They want the world to end because their world is ending. This world is not going anywhere. When you pass away and you go into the spirit world, honey, everybody else gonna be here. If you have 1,000 people that pass away on Friday, this whole world still gonna be here. It's not going nowhere. I hate to be the one to tell you. The fear mongers use stuff like that. It's not the people, it's you. You're leaving the world. As you should, because we're all on a life lease. You know what I'm saying? As you should. You know what I'm saying? You should, because we're all on a life lease, and that's not provocative. That's fine. That's a life contract. Ain't nobody feeling no type of way. And so no, we're not doing that. This world is beautiful. There is no distinction between the world and the church. I said to myself, why do these people keep saying that? There ain't no distinction. The world is your sisters and brothers, your children and your kin people that went to church with you. And everybody else is brother and sister and kin people that went to church with them. There ain't no such a thing. Say the world don't understand the church. Yeah, they do, because they was in there too. That is such a forest. I don't understand why they say that. The people that are outside the walls of the church, they know exactly what's going on in there. Who don't? Everybody done stopped by the sanctuary. Everybody done 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying? What's up, Love in London, girl? Thank you, boo. Good morning, poops. Everybody done stopped by the church. We all know what's going on in the building. Are you crazy? I don't know why people lie to themselves and say the world don't know. Say Marvin Sapp cut the food. And I heard him because Roland, now I normally agree with Roland Martin, but I'm not in agreement. What's up, Isaac? I'm not in agreement with Roland Martin about Marvin Sapp. I saw what kind of energy Marvin Sapp was operating in. When he said shut them doors, he might not have said lock the door, but when he said shut them doors, he meant that thing. Like grits and cornbread, he meant it. Shut that door like I told you to. You ain't going nowhere until you reach in your pocket and give me that money. But the thing was, though, ain't no difference between the world and the church. I want y'all to stop telling that lie. Now, that's a lie. That's a lie. It's no different. Same people. So he said, shut them doors because he wanted that money. Now, he wanted it for what he wanted it for. That's his business. But I'm saying don't try to retract it now, Marvin Sapp. Y'all, you know, listen, you know that's how y'all act. That's what you do. Y'all know what y'all do. Y'all get in there and act like them people belong to y'all and that y'all can say and do anything you want to do. Yes, you do. And that you don't even have to respect the congregants. Now, stop playing with me because I am not one of them. Don't play with me. Play the radio, but not Cheryl. Okay? Because I know. Now, go on and own it. Go on and own it. Go on and tell the world. But see, look, he didn't want to tell the world what he really tell the church people. You know what I'm saying? It's different when they go back there in the back versus what's done over the pulpit. See what I'm saying? I'm saying Cheryl ain't the one to be played with stuff like that. Don't play with me. Because I ain't no radio. See what I'm saying? Mm-mm. Go on and tell them people that's how y'all talk. Go ahead and tell them. You knew that he said he won't make no money. That's called Marvin Sapp. You done told them people what they were going to pay you from the beginning. You had a set price that them people paid you from day one. Stop playing. See, that's what I'm saying. You know, but preachers are not smart. They're not. Because they got the church brain. And see, the church brain keep them from thinking because they can't think in a 360 around, you know what I'm saying? They don't know how to think like that. But sure, Grabowski do. You know you got your money from up top. They probably paid you at least 10,000. Maybe 20, because you know they don't went up back in the day. Jakes used to charge 10,000, but honey, it's up there now. So once they paid him what he asked for, which could have been anywhere from 20 to 40, then he got down there in that congregation and he got that money back for them. But he got his up front, see what I'm saying? Because whether or not he was going to be able to convince the people to give, Michael said, preach, girl. Whether or not he was going to be able to convince the people to give, he knew he was going to have his money, but he was going to give it a heck of a try. And he knew that he was going to recoup some of their money back. Now, stop playing now. We know church business over here. This ain't the place for that. Not here on the Grabowski channel. Not here. Okay? Just going to tell the people. Just keep on telling people that that's how y'all talk to people. Tell the truth. See what I'm saying? Marvin Sapp know better. But anyway, well, it ain't Marvin Sapp's fault. Because the preacher don't do no more than what the people allow. Okay? I done told y'all. The preacher don't do no more than what the people allow him or her to do. If you give them free course, they can do and say whatever they want to you with no consequence. Then what do you think? If you give them that much power, what's up, gospel singer Ashley D. Carter? How you doing, girl? If you give them that much power, then why are they not going to use it? I mean, come on. They're human. You know? How intoxicating that is when you have a group of 1,000 people to do whatever you ask them to do. Come on now. Why wouldn't the preacher get addicted to that? Why wouldn't they do that? Oh, good afternoon. So yeah, we're not doing that. And that's what's going on in Washington is similar to that too. Because now they talking about we got our orange Evelyn acting like a king. No, he acting like a preacher. They do what they want to do. They do what they want. And ain't nobody gonna check them. Who gonna do it? You ain't gonna do it. A lot of people say, I had some people to call me. They said, Cheryl, if I'd have been in that church, I'd have told Marvin Sapp something. No, you wouldn't have. I've been in that position twice in my life. And you ask me, what did I do? Ask me. I'm waiting. Ask. I ain't hear you. Say it again. Say it one more time. What did I do? Oh, let me tell you. So I had people to call me and they said, sure, I'd have such and such. I said, no, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. Because in a situation like that, you got to push forward. Energy is real. Everybody in there is hypnotized by the president or the pastor. And for you to be able to speak through that energy, you can almost feel it like cutting cheese with a knife, cut through it. You got to be powerful enough to push through it. And I've done it twice. That's why I don't go into churches. I don't go because, see, I know me. I know that the pastor doesn't have any power. It's all gaslighting. Don't have no more than what the people give it. Period. There is no invisible wall. There will be no angels that come down and do anything. That's why I don't go. Because preachers are disrespectful. I cannot. They are narcissistic and they think above themselves more than they ought to. And when they get to playing with the Grabowski, they're going to be the last time they play. Because they're going to get embarrassed in front of everybody. I used to pay my tithes and offerings faithfully until I found out that they used the money for other means. Yes, Nick said me either. What's up, Pamela? That's why I don't go, I do have respect, and I'm going to tell you why. The church is a business, right? The preacher has done all the different things to have a ministry, just like any other business. You know what I'm saying? And he or her has put time, energy, and focus. That's their thing. They work that thing. You know what I mean? So I don't. That's like somebody else's house. You don't go in somebody else's house and kick their door in. You don't do that. So for that reason, I don't go. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just out of respect for that, I don't go. I don't like what they do. I don't like the system. I know it's a bunch of narcissism in there. Um, they make a bunch of claims that they cannot fall through on. They can't go through with it. You know what I'm saying? They say that they heard God and they know God, and they've done neither one. That's annoying to me. They can have somebody right under their nose that's doing the damnedest things, and they don't even have a clue. But they say that they know God. I don't. It annoys me. Do you see what I'm saying? It annoys me. So I don't bother with them, and I don't let them bother with me. You know, I know the Bible for myself. I don't need anyone to exegete a text or to give me the Hebrew interpretation. I just don't need that. Just, I'm grown. I can read, comprehend, understand. I don't need it. I don't need their validation. I don't need the sense of community. I pick and choose who I want to be around, if that at all. So I don't need that. Simon the Bunny, how you doing? It's been a long time. So anyway, y'all, kisses and hugs. Oh, we had a really good talk today. I really enjoyed y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed me. If you really know the person I used to be using, Uggs, a whole lot of stuff I used to do. Well, I'm glad you're not doing it anymore, Simon. I mean, that's not Simon. Who's that? Trevor. I'm glad that are you delivered? That's a good thing. I don't know how you got delivered, but I'm glad that you are. I really am. Anytime you could kick a substance, get rid of a substance, and get your life back is a beautiful thing. Okay, we did. You're awesome. Thank you, Nick. Yeah. So it's a lot, y'all. When it's time, when Evelyn get that water, because the water is coming. It's coming. Just know I told you now. Oh, so Cheryl said that thing. And it's going to come upon him like a thief in the night, too. It's going to come upon him like a thief. He might be doing this. Oh, no. He might be doing this here. You know how he do when he's signing stuff. He might be doing that. Have his head down like this here. Like he do with them that fancy signing. And honey, he gonna look up. Woo! And it's gonna be somebody there that's gonna move that body out the way. But anyway, I love y'all as always. Yes, I do. Y'all have a wonderful day. All right, good day. Let me tell y'all something about the Jesus and the Christ and all of that. Let me tell y'all something about that. Get to studying, baby. Because this channel is not for the dum-dums. All right, poops. This channel is not for dum-dums. Anything that you hear me say, please do your own research. Okay? The Christ name is not J-E-S-U-S. It's not. That's something that the colonizers made up. It's made up, just like the Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. It's all made up. Okay? It's all made up. It's not real. Just like the white picture of Jesus. It's not real. It's made up now. You can't make it be true now when it's not. Okay? Don't do that. Even though you've been taught a thing, it doesn't matter. If it's not true, it's not true. It's not true. It's just not. That's not the name. Even though you hear people say it all, you know, when you grew up as a child and you've been taught, just like we've been taught that Christopher Columbus, look at you, Isaac, discovered America. We know it's not true, okay? Because when we were children, it was okay because we were kids. but it's not okay now. Okay? And for the smarties, we know better. Okay? So you can clock that T. Clock it. And then I wish above all things that you grow. Okay? And get smart. Okay? I really hate to let y'all go. I got to go back to work. Bye, guys.